Good morning, good morning. Ohayo gozaimasu. It is Monday, Getsuyobi, and it is around 10 something in the morning. I'm not exactly sure. My name is William, and this is Found in Japan, and I am up here in Umeda. Right behind me is the Osaka station, and today we're going to be walking in the cold and wind from Umeda down to Namba. These are two of the hub stations here in Osaka. It should take about an hour. While we walk and talk, I want to talk a little bit about my health check. So, if you didn't know, in Japan, every year you have to have a health check with your work. And it's not super invasive, but it is very detailed. And we're going to talk about it as we walk. So, uh, my fingers are so cold. All right, we're gonna go to the ultra wide today because it's way smoother. I've had a couple friends join me for a Combini beer right here. I don't drink a lot, but I have been known to go out with friends. Pilots, hello, hello. Good morning. If we look down there, we have, like I said, this is Osaka Station, Umeda, and I used to come here because TGI Fridays used to be located right here, and we'd go out to eat. Down here is where Outback is, if you ever want to eat at Outback while you're in Japan. I have not been there in a hot minute. Mic on, use Bluetooth, use static indicator. There we go. Oh my goodness, it is chilly, chilly, chilly. Recently, it's been kind of scary to do a live stream. If you didn't know, there was a stabbing that occurred. A Japanese live streamer was walking and she was stabbed, and I believe she died. So that's really quite scary. Also, a politician, regardless of his stance, was recently out at a rally, and a man walked up and attacked him with a machete. Wow, most Fridays around here are closed, and I've never seen an Outback here at all. Yeah, I think TGI Fridays is just a defunct chain now. I don't think it really exists. Uh, oh my goodness, I wish I had brought my gloves. This was a mistake. So right now we're about to walk by some of my favorite buildings in the downtown area. These big skyscraper high rises. If we were to head left, we would actually end up in the Yodobashi area, and that's where City Hall is, and that's where I do the annual Christmas light walk. So this will be a little different. Same feeling though. The streamer did die. She owed some fan millions at the end and refused to pay him back. Yeah. Uh, Sad all around. He could have publicly shamed her or done something different. We're going to cross here. I went to this family mart to use the restroom, but their restroom is locked. And I'm going to tell you a little treat, a little sneak peek. If you are traveling in Japan and you need to use the restroom and you can't find one, convenies are a great option. But say you got little kids, the convenience locked, nobody's able to use it, you can't find one. Actually, these big buildings are really good because if they don't have a security guard, you can go inside. And oftentimes, the offices, the dental offices that are on the first floor, the small clinics, share a communal restroom. And you are able to go in there, and if you're quick about it, you can just use the restroom and nobody will say anything. So that's actually what I did. So we got a nice, looks like Oshade bar lounge thing here. The weather for this location, conditions are cloudy with a temperature of 11 degrees Celsius or 51 Fahrenheit. The wind is blowing from the west at 6 miles an hour or 10 kilometers per hour. And it is currently 86% humidity. He borrowed the money from places like Aifu and Promise. They were trying to get him to pay back and he couldn't. Western South are also good. That is true. Places with an open lobby, usually you can get in. We have the Aging House Beef Restaurant, Katsu Public Bar. I don't walk around on this side often, so I don't really know much about what's going on. I think I've only been here one time really to go to a friend's wedding. We have a partition. Like I said, there's a building that is directly over there that is Osaka City Hall. Ugh. Is it spring yet? Come on. It's 11 degrees, cold and windy. Oh, here we go. We have a koban here. Koban means police box. And like I said, we are currently right here, the Ginsaichi. And if we were to go here, this is uh, the city hall is all the way down here. On the other side is the Rose Garden Park and the Sakura. So I've done a couple live streams of that. Well, Yodogawa Bashi here. Uh, it actually, we are very close to the ocean. So this river smells very briny, has a salt smell, but this is the Asahi Shimbun building, festival hall, and I really like this like layered design. They actually have like a garden in between the upper layer and this bottom section. And it's a really cool looking. I'm sorry if it's windy. I did not bring my uh, mic today, so we're actually using my headphones. So if it's a little tinny, I'm sorry, but I'm trying to use my headphones to not be too windy. If you can't hear me, let me know. Pilot will do that, I'm sure. This is the Keihan Watanabebashi Station. 18 here, going down to 13 overnight. Wow, that is chilly. Uh, Also, beside that is the Mitsui Corporation. Are you able to hear me okay, pilot, or is it the wind really bad? Sounds good. Okay, good. The most recent update to this software, they allow you to use your Bluetooth microphone. So before, my headphones didn't work. So I always had to make sure to have my DJI mics with me. Of course, Osaka holds no candle to Tokyo when it comes to high rises and structures, but I really like the way a lot of these buildings look. One of the reasons why I planned out my health check today is I'm busy on the day that they're actually doing it at work, and I wanted to dual up. One of my Canon cameras, my 70D, has melted. I think some circuitry soldering has come loose, so I wanted to come to the Canon Service Center. Unfortunately, it is closed on Mondays. So I guess I will just have to wait when I come back this far into the city or find a different place. Oof. What we may have to do is stop into a convenience and get a hot drink. This is one of my favorite parts about the city is This is the Hanshin Expressway, and if you're going north, you come through the buildings, elevated, and you're that way. And previously, you could see where we would have gone south, and we're going to go by I want to check out this bridge over here. I see they're doing some construction. They have these cool bridges that get lit up at night. Bummer that Canon is closed. Yeah, it's my fault. I should have checked to see their days of operation. I just checked the time, assuming that Monday would be an open day. My bad. I mean, I don't really need the camera right now. It's just it sucks that it's broken. Unfortunately, I think they're gonna charge me Nimang or Samang of like equivalent to $200-300 for me to repair it, and the camera itself is only worth about gomayen. So this big brown building over here is the Mitsui Sumitomo, and now I believe it's called the Sumimoto Mitsui building. So this is the bank where I made my very first bank account in Japan on the day that I came to Osaka, signed my contract from City Hall, which is that building right there, and they walked us all over and we made bank accounts. We have a little engraved thing. Do the patos still rotate the days of the... Not really. This little cafe is one that I've always wanted to eat at. It's actually next to the highway at the top. And I personally really like this building because it's first like 4 floors. The first floor and the banquet hall here are like normal size, but then it goes up and the building gets wider. I really took my gloves out of this jacket and put it into my other one because this past weekend it was like 17 degrees Celsius, almost 70 degrees, very comfortable. Yeah, I don't know why they do that. It's written as SMBC now on all their paraphernalia, so maybe that's it. Look at that building. It looks like something out of like a Dread movie or something. So, ooh, I had my health check. Maybe I should do a more in-depth video of it, but I went to a clinic. I got there 15 minutes early. I gave them the paperwork that I had already filled out, so it took no time. They gave me a change of clothes and a locker. All the men and women, of course, are separated into different changing rooms. From there, I went and I left the changing room and I went to the main waiting room where they had a consultation. They did heart rate check. They did a body weight and body height measurements. Everything's the same, good or bad. Everything's the same. Then I went and had my blood drawn, and then from there I went to do. What did I do after that? I had a chest X-ray. I had an echocardiogram. I also, oh, digital fanboy, hello, hello. From there, I had a different consultation with a doctor because I have an intestinal immune problem with my Crohn's, so I have to meet a specialist really quick. Everything's good though, so I'm doing fantastic, he said. From there, I went to Another waiting room where I did an eye test and an ear test. And ooh, quick stop. This is the new Starbucks Spring Special Milk Cafe Frappuccino. It says Haru Zora. So milk, coffee, and Frappuccino. So I guess it's the strawberry coffee frappe. Sounds interesting. But Matsuya, we have some early morning donburis going on. After that, I did a barium. So they give you some bicarbonate and you drink some radioactive stuff, and they put you on a bed and you spin around and they take a bunch of x-rays of your insides. And then they gave me a bunch of medicine to make sure the barium comes out. You know what I mean? So I'm in like the 3 or 4 hour countdown till that experience happens. And then filled out a survey and changed clothes. What's really cool is in Japan, you're not, well, any health check, you're not supposed to eat for several hours before. So they asked me not to eat for up to 10 hours before my health check. So my health check was at 9. So the last time I could eat was 11, but I didn't eat after 10:30. I could only have water or tea from last night, and I couldn't have anything to drink 3 hours prior to my visit. So that means this morning when I woke up, I couldn't have anything either. So as I'm checking out, they actually give you a coin, and with that coin, you can, this specific place, you can get yourself bread, sandwich, and coffee, tea, corn soup. So it's really, really nice. I have no problem having my blood drawn, so that was not an issue for me. I would say that 99.9% of travelers who come to Osaka never come down this road. There are lots of bars on this side. As you can expect, once you get out of these working places, there's going to be a lot of people who want to go drink or eat, which means there are some great lunch deals around here. I mean, like really, really good 800,000 yen, fantastic lunch deals. We have a wedding chapel. Recently, I posted a picture and video online where I went to have Skayman, actually Pilot commented on that very post here on YouTube. Which do you prefer, Skayman or ramen? If you didn't know, Skayman means the broth, dashi soup, is separate than the noodles, and the noodles tend to be a little cooler, and ramen is when they are pre-mixed. So this place specifically serves Skayman and ramen. So I am a huge fan of Skayman, so these prices are really, really good if you're into it. Of course, you would buy your ticket here and sit down at the counter, and you'd give your ticket, and then they would bring it to you. A video I hope to shoot in the next couple of days is here from Family Mart. They have a collaboration going on with Black Thunder, my favorite chocolate snack thing. I guess it's sweets currently, and they have 6 or 7 different types of cakes, and I'd like to get them and do a taste test. So I will let you guys know when that's going to happen. If you're watching this on the replay, maybe you can check out that video when it comes out. So, oh, this is cool. This is a Ehime Prefecture tourism office. I went to Ehime by ferry. I rode a boat from here, Osaka, Ehime Pearls, fishing. Ehime is the northern top uh, prefecture in Shikoku. So that's cool. I smell fire though, which is scary. Ooh, I'm getting hungry. I got a uh, custard cream Danish and cafe latte at the clinic. So that was refreshing. We're actually going to come up to the interchange where you can go to Amemura. So China East Airways. If you didn't know, around here there's a lot of what's it called? Consulates and embassies and corporate headquarters. You can always tell when there's a consulate or embassy because there will be police officers stationed outside with some type of usually escort vehicle. This is the Ang Ing Hotel. It has a cute yellow logo. I know they're not here, and there's not a lot of people here, but shout out to the Snack Sisters for having a great rally stream this past weekend. It was really enjoyable to see them back together. It's been a while. Okay, this is old. Very, very, very old. In Japan, traditionally, there's a red post box. This is for dropping off your mail. In the United States, our post boxes are blue, but if you see here, they have the same markings. This right here specifically says fast service. So this is for express mail, and this is for standard mail. So it's cool. Frank, good morning from Osaka. We are currently around Homachi, I believe, and we're gonna walk past one of my favorite parks because it has a very interesting past. Whoa. I really need to get the battery in my phone replaced. I'm already down to 50%. Or maybe it's time for a new iPhone. Don't tell my wife. I already want to get a new camera, new gimbal. So right now we are right here. And right here is the park. We're actually going to go back. I want to see if a restaurant is still open. That's one of my favorites to eat at. Glad to have you, Frank. Every Monday, I used to have a meeting around here when I worked for Osaka City, and I would plan my lunch break accordingly with the cleaning and preparation time so that I could go to some restaurants in this area. Thanks, William. I'm working, so can't. So don't worry, Frank. Thank you for joining. Take care of what you need to. All right. So we're going to turn right here. There used to be a Brazilian Mexican restaurant. This right here, now it says Gato Verde. I believe this used to be an Indian restaurant where I actually almost died. Mainly because my stomach could not take the spice and it like almost killed me. It was a real Indian curry place, not a Japanese curry, and it wrecked me. So you can tell there's lots of bars and restaurants in this area. Ooh, the sun has come out. It is amazing how much difference a little sunshine makes. Oh, we have a realtor here. Uh, if you're curious what it's like in downtown Osaka City, here's a built in 2012 one room, so no separate dining room, no separate living room, 25.74 square meters on the sixth floor of a 13th floor building is 6.6 mang. So that's about 400 a month for a one room. That's 5 meters by 5 meters. Here's a 1K, 2002. Here's a 1DK, and it's Juni Salmayan. Wow, 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 wow. That's one bedroom, dining room, kitchen for about 900 a month. Crazy. But yeah, tons of cool little bars and restaurant places right here. The guy who worked at this school had it lucky because he could just come to the meeting right away. Stop. Oh, this is it. This is a really cool couple. Was the owner chefs and uh, like taco rice set lunchtime, 850 yen. This is my favorite with tortillas and some pulled chicken or pulled pork. The steak, 950. Really great taco rice restaurant. They have a cool atmosphere. If you're coming and you want like a Japanese, Mexican, Brazilian food, they are awesome. Muy bueno. I would love to eat there, but a lot of the restaurants here don't open till 11:30, 12 o'clock. And I need to get home because I got to get to editing some stuff and working on other videos. And like I said, those treats for the Black Thunder video are going to cost probably about Nisen so about 2,500 yen. And that's a little much for some sweets. There was a really nice French restaurant that used to be around here. It had excellent fish. We have a burger joint. Dwayne Haynes, Papa found in the house. Look at these. They got caramelized banana splits here, Dad. 980 yen. That would make it about what? $5.80. Still early for a lot of the lunch services. Oh, here's the curry place called Char. This is a actual spicy curry place. Directly down the road this way is also a really nice Indian, not Indian, sorry, curry place and Korean food. It's an interesting combo. Uh, I really like their food. They made really good kimchi. There's a Nepalese place that's down there, has all you can eat naan, the Indian bread. So here we are at the park. One of my favorites. We'll have to see if the sakura have started to bloom. There's Utsubo Koe. We're going to be careful because it looks like there's some Yochien kids about. We have a land sale shop. You guys can see that. Land sales being the traditional backpack that school children in Japan carry. Each one of those bags is probably going to be 8 man or 9 man, so $600, which seems like a lot of money, and it is, especially when you have a couple of kids. But that backpack tends to last them all 6 years of elementary school. So that's $100 a year for the bag. And that's actually not so bad. And they get to keep it. Some places remake it, and a lot of people keep them. But so this park has sakura whenever they actually decide to bloom. It's a really nice. This whole ground over here in a couple of weeks will be covered in tarps, and people will be out here having hanami at the end of March and the beginning of April. But why is this park famous? The reason why this park is famous is because it actually you spend that much buying backpacks here every. Yeah, I guess that's true. It's usually a gift from the grandparents to the grandkid as like a here you go, take care of this, remember me kind of deal. This park, if you notice, is completely straight from here to all the way over there. And the reason for that is this was actually an inner city airfield during World War II. So they would take off and land their bombers and fighter jets here. And that's the history of this park, which is kind of cool. Seems like they've trimmed everything up. These are all rose bushes, every single one of them. So give it a couple weeks here, and this whole area will be full of cherry blossoms and rose petals. There'll be, come summertime, there'll be little kids playing with their feet in the water. It is a very nice little park. Can't tell you the number of times that I came over here and had myself like an ice cream, just relaxing. It's a cool way to remember the park for sure. I don't know if you've been able to hear, but there's several yochien or hoikuen daycares or kindergartens that use this park to play because they probably don't have their own ground or undojo, so they need to use here. Whoosh. All right, we're gonna make our way back to the main road. I gotta turn this off so I can see who is here, what is going on. This is actually another koban and community building. It's always weird. I try not to shake the camera, but then when I watch, I'm actually shaking the camera a lot. I'm really, really sorry about that. It does feel quite nice to come back to a place after years of being away and seeing that a restaurant is still open. So this Cafe Challenger, I would come to with a friend and have pasta and pizza, and it looks like they are still going, so that's good. It's not too shaky. No worries. Okay. Arigato, Frank. Several of you watch live streams for other creators, either on Twitch or YouTube. And can you tell when they're in a different city or different place other than, say, Tokyo? Like, I don't know why. I really feel like Osaka feels different. It looks different than Tokyo. Even when you're in between the buildings like this and walking around, I don't know why, but it feels very, very different to me. All right, we're back to the main road after our quick little stop in Homachi at the Tsubokuen. Oh, my hand is frozen. I'm really hoping that when we get to the end of the road here, we will arrive at the prefectural gymnasium, former prefectural, now the Edion Gymnastics Center or whatever it's called. Because I think an event is going on later today there, and I want to step inside. Osaka is very different from Tokyo, and kind of like Chicago is to New York City. Yeah, similar enough, but very different, right? Yeesh. Man, oh man, oh man. Having some flashbacks here. This Family Mart right here has tables up against this window, and after work, several of my friends would walk this way, come and get a conveni beer or a coffee, and play Magic the Gathering on the tables. It was pretty fun times. Also, two of my best friends, my husbandos, as my wife calls them, we used to come here for for mandates, and we would have a cafe de crier, and they had milk chocolate chip and mint chocolate chip coffee drinks, and they were amazing. Winter time, you could get like a hot coffee mint. Loved it. Sadly, we no longer work together. All right, we're down to 40% battery. After we cross this big section, we're getting close to Shinsaibashi. This is a hankoya-san, inko. This is where they would make the family seal that you use. Handmade. They're not supposed to be reproducible. You need them for legal documents in Japan. You have to hanko on stuff, and if you lose it, you are in some deep trouble because they can't prove. You have to bring in all this other stuff. It is a big mess. All right, so we are finishing the Homachi area here. Actually, as the highway goes up right here, underneath the highway is a series of buildings, and in those buildings is actually a shopping mall. On several of my walks through the city, we've actually gone through the tunnel that goes underneath the highway. Oh, we lost the sunshine and we've got the wind back, so it must still be before 11:30 because a lot of people are not out and about yet going to eat. Like I said, around 11:30, a lot of these restaurants will be open and doing business because a lot of these salarymen, office workers will go to lunch right at 11:30 or at 12 or at 12:30 respectively so that they can get a seat and get time. And that's one of the reasons why the lunch can be so cheap is because they they service so many customers so quickly. And Frank, why you can't hear anything is actually with the new update of Prism Live, they allowed us to use Bluetooth microphones. And wouldn't you know it, I have my Bluetooth microphone in my ear underneath my toboggan, my knit cap here. So I guess the knit cap is actually working as a sign, kind of dead cat, which this is a really awesome because while I like my DJI mics, they're very, very nice, very mobile. I don't really have to worry. And I talk loud. Maybe if I was talking really soft, like a little soft voice, it'd be a problem. But I think I'm loud enough. It's probably a little tinny because uh, this microphone is not as big as my normal one. But the alternate result is not good. We have another wedding chapel. A lot of Japanese people opt for having a wedding at a chapel or what looks like a church. It's a very common occurrence now. They often also do food services and all the preparations here. So it's a one-stop kind of deal. We're not too far from a train station either, so pretty easy to uh, get here, even for elderly people. I've often wondered these Joy fitness places. They're open 24 hours a day. How much do they actually get used? There's a lot of them. So we have the Nagase Corporation here. I have a feeling this left building is their original headquarters. And this right is where they have expanded. And if you can't tell, that cage that's sticking out to the side is actually a set of tone chimes that will ring on the hour. Or at the end of the workday. We're actually going to end up walking through or around Amemura. Oh, yo. Big John's. Never heard of them. Looks like a denim company. We have a motorcycle company, and on the other side, there's also motorcycle stuff. Here you can get a two-piece suit made for 22,800 yen. So we're talking like what, $120 for a two-piece suit? Not the battle. Hello. So yeah, this area over here is going to be Amemura. And down here will be more of it. The Amemura region is where a lot of the, we say, American village, but the Oshade fashionable area. I'm surprised we haven't heard any sports cars ripping up and down the street here. Directly on the other side of this section here is where all the car dealerships are. I think I told you, Frank, you know, that's where they keep your McLaren and your Ferrari and everything, right? So we have unagi, eel bento boxes. Eel being a delicacy. Bourbon bar. Nakao. This is another gyudon donburi style set lunch place. One of my favorites, actually. It feels a little higher class normally. That door those ladies are going in, coming out of right now, that gentleman, that's actually a subway entrance. I used to come down here to have tutoring for Japanese, oh, back 12, 13 years ago. Several times I've mentioned the Crystal Walk underneath the ground up until right here. There is actually a underground mall. So I was wrong. We are not even to Amemura yet. Those are your cars, right? You just lending them to them. They need to keep the showroom full, so you're just making sure they have some product to display. So this is the Yotsubashi station. We're on the Yotsubashi line, the blue subway line right now. A New Balance store over here, not wanting to fight. Yo, Luke in the house. If you guys did not know, Luke and a friend and I have been making videos over on another channel, a reaction style channel called Kitchen Couch Entertainment. And we're trying to learn how to edit stuff and enjoying talking about and watching trailers or videos that we would watch anyway and sharing those with other people. So right now we are watching the Wheel of Time season 3, but hope to watch other things in the future. In fact, he stayed up till dark 30 his morning time to record an episode because I didn't have time any other time, and then has been taking care of his life stuff and editing today. So, Luke, arigato. Thank you. So that over there is where all the fun begins with Amemura. I went there with Akasan for his video. We tried the ice cream hot dog, where they take a hot dog bun, lightly deep fry it like a donut, and then they fill it full of soft serve ice cream. And it is amazing. Bebo, if you don't know, over on Twitch, comes around here quite often when he was doing his streams. He really likes Amemura. Tell you what, I am glad that I brought my battery charger because we are already down to 25%. So this right here means Urunai, so they're going to tell your fortune. And lunch buffet, all halal, takeout okay Indian food. We're gonna cross here. Oh, here goes the should be illegal Mario Kart drivers. Yeah, kitchen couch entertainment. We're having a lot of fun. We got another. This is Sabon, very famous uh, bag shop. You have to make an appointment to get purchases. We're actually gonna walk through Amemura and hopefully not have too much stuff get blocked because they play copyrighted music out in the public. So at this place, you can get your lunch, your chicken, your alcohol, and tobacco. All good. Back in the clay next to the trash in center. But hey, actually, Clay, next week, I'm going. So if you guys want me to live stream me going to the public incinerator, let me know in the comments down below, and I might do that. So this is Amemura Triangle Park. So it's considered the Oshare section. If we were to go, all these streets have food and clothes on them, and this is where people come to just chill and hang out. It's kind of like Streamer's Corner. This right here is where I go to get the deep fried hot dog with ice cream in it. I used to come around here all the time when I played Monster Strike because Monster Strike would allow you to. Uh, they had a shop and you could get free items and stuff by going to the shop. America Mura, yeah, Amemura. We're actually going to do one of my favorite things to do whenever I come here is this building right here. I don't know if my dad is still in the chat or not. This is a really cool. They have a bendy escalator. So the escalator actually curves as it goes up. Deep fried hot dog bun. So they take the like sweet hot dog bun, Frank, and they deep fry it like a donut, and then they put soft serve ice cream in it. So this is what I wanted to show my dad. Hopefully the signal holds up. See how they have some pinball machines down here? The third floor is actually all pinball machines. So my dad loves pinball. We always used to love playing when I was a little cool kid. We'd go to like Fuddruckers or wherever, the local arcade. Play for a quarter. Now that they're 100 yen, like 70 cents, 50 cents a play, it's not really worth it. But we gotta. Here we go. We're gonna go up again. Look at this. We're going up a curved escalator. How does this work? I like each sled must be shaped, but like we're going up an escalator that's curving right now. I mean, this is wild. But yeah, I mean, check this out. All manners of pinball. I don't have any coins on me right now, but no drinking here. Iron Man. Like Deadpool out of order. Who made a Deadpool one? We have an Avengers pinball, but this is like from the movie. Lord of the Rings. I mean, somebody has to have been making it because like Tron is new. You can get a Coca-Cola in the glass. New arrival, John Wick. But isn't this wicked? Well, we got some Maverick, the movie. One play. These are 50 yen, so cheaper. The Playboy, Evil Knievel. Star Trek. Like here's a Stranger Things game. I'm really curious, like what companies are making these pinball games? You can check it out on TripAdvisor. They have a specific location. What? Guardians of the I didn't even notice that one before. Saizeria, the Japanese Italian food. We have some Indian food here. What is this? Futsal and football wear that can I think do custom cleats and stuff. Okay. I guess we have to take the elevator down or the stairs. May have to stop in a minute. Or can I pull out my cable? I'm going to set you guys down. Is it possible to charge while we walk? I've never done this before. So many of them. Yeah, Bailey, Midway. All right, I think we can go out this way. We'll try to avoid there. Oh, here's another used clothes. Sorry, thank you. All right. So let's get down to Namba. We're gonna take this side road right here, and hopefully, it won't be too much of a signal loss because we've walked down the main road several times. Down here on the corner, if we walk across and across, we'll be at the main Midasuji. Looks like Stern is the biggest one making pinball machines now. I think Gottlieb was pretty recent into printing. Yeah, I have no idea. I would love to be able to get like a fun pinball machine in the future. I love the noise, the clanking, the smell. Uh, Again, a lot of these places are going to be the oshare, the cool kid brands, custom clothes, vintage Americana. We got looks like a hot dog, but like one hot dog is going to be 500 yen. That's not terrible. Not open until 12. There's actually a lot more people walking around than I thought there would be on this side road right now. We have something. What is? Oh, I guess people are just getting takoyaki. Looks like there's a place to eat inside. Pizza bars, tacos, hot dogs. All of these places' main point of business is going to be after midnight. Like, I've been out here before, like one or two. I think, who was it? Tokyo Paul and somebody else came, and we met him and Lido and Chika, and we all walked around here. What do we got here? Hamburgers, sandwiches, rice plates, hot dogs, waffles, milkshakes, cream soda, banana split sundaes, and more. Doesn't look like they are open yet. Says they are the number 4 burger place in Osaka at a battle. 1900 yen, about $13 for a burger. You're paying for the name. We have never met up yet. That is correct. I'm always busy or not in town when you're coming through. Cool little bridge here. This is the river as it leads back to the Dotonbori. I actually walked down this road on one live stream. If we look all the way down there, we have the Don Quixote and the Dotonbori, where everybody is. I wonder if we can zoom in. That's 6x. So all those people walking across the bridge are at the Dotonbori. We're going to skip that. Over here is where you can go to the baseball stadium. And I did a live stream where I walked from there down underneath all the way. I guess it was springtime a year ago, 2 years ago. Not exactly sure. I have no idea where this goes, so we're going to take a right and how close are we to the Science and Tech Museum? Is that the Oric Stadium Tigers play at work? Yeah, so the Kyocera Dome is where Kyocera Dome is where Oryx plays. It's a giant silver amoeba looking thing. And Hanshin Tigers play at Koshien Stadium in Amagasaki. Technically not Osaka, but Osaka. The cities touch. Every year during the summer baseball classic with high school students, the Oryx Buffaloes share their stadium with Hanshin Tigers, or they play away games the whole time. We actually have a derby match where both Osaka teams play, and it sells out and is extremely expensive. Yeah, I guess we're crossing. I'm sorry it's a little wobbly. I actually have the power cable plugged into the phone right now. I did remember a battery pack, mainly because I didn't know if I could get home with the power that I had. I will never, ever, ever get tired of it, or maybe even saying it, that I'm an engineer. I'm a little boy who used to play out in the front yard with my brothers and cousins, driving cars through piles of sand and making bridges, and my dad dropping off like a ton and a half of gravel in the front yard, and we're gonna make cities and bridges. And it's just always amazing to think that humans were able to move, manufacture, and construct these roadways. It's just nuts. I don't know. It's the Hanshin game is lots of fun. It's really, really fun. Are they ever going to do away with the Summer Koshi Classic because of the heat or move it counter? I don't know. I think that's part of the whole thing is that like people die from heat stroke. I don't know. It's a lot of people love it. Some they actually play some games at night, so that are closer to nighttime to where it can cool off. But if trends keep going as they are, and it's over 40 degrees Celsius, like 100 degrees outside, it's unsafe for children to be, even young men, 16, 17, 18-year-old men, to be standing in a field for several hours, people sitting in the stand for several hours. It's just unsafe. That's cool. I'm an architect. Oh, nice. I drive over the bridges spanning the rivers here, and it amazes me, let alone the huge ones that they have in it. Yeah, one of my favorite memories of my life, still to this day, is going to Charleston. So my family often visited the Isle of Palms in Charleston, and you leave central Charleston and you go over this giant bridge to these islands, and it's just cool because it's so high and so wide that you lose sight of the horizon for a minute, and all of a sudden you're at these islands, and it's really cool. This is DCM. It looks weird, but DCM is actually a hardware store, and they own now what was KOD2, and it's like a Lowe's, Home Depot, Rose's, Kmart. So they sell everything you could need in your house and more. That old white bridge we passed over reminded me of the one by the Science and Tech Museum where I had a bento lady singing her sing song to attract customers in '96. Oh, okay. The highway flyovers are incredibly high here, and there are many of them connecting different roads. Yeah, it's nuts to think what we can make. I think after the Hanshin Expressway collapsed during the Great Hanshin earthquake, they try not to have them so high here. But this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, I'm going to be driving to Wakayama and to Shiga for different events. And I might live stream or I might record it and then upload the drive later. But if you didn't know this, Wakayama, which is the prefecture south of Osaka, I'm going to disconnect the battery real quick because it's making it wobble and I can't stand it. Which is the prefecture south of Osaka. It's on the southernmost part of the peninsula here. Is actually flatland. You're getting close to the ocean again. So you drive up into the mountains and then you come down. Well, the road goes like this down toward Wakayama City, but then when it goes off around Wakayama's north here, you actually ride a bridge that's just like out in the open between mountains. It's wicked. And watching them build it over the last couple of years has been crazy. We have some curry. Oh my goodness, it smells amazing. J drama. Darn autocorrect. If you guys caught the video, man, English hard. Uh, I ate a pizza that was covered in like 500 grams of pickles. And I ate it at a park up here with Bebo. I actually had it like a couple times, but there's a park right over here. I don't think you can ever see those Bento ladies singing, but in the J-drama part-time pro, oh, it shows a similar sing-song. Yeah. Don't think that one's hit Netflix yet. Probably not. Oof. That man's got old man sneezeitis. That is a very pink establishment. You're brave. That's too many pickles. No, 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 no. It was interesting. Nomadic Gaijin actually went to Domino's and tried the same pizza, and in Saitama, and the pickles were way, way less than what we got here. And Bebo actually went a different time and got it for his wife, and said the same thing. It was the same amount of pickles here in Osaka. The butcher used to give us those big pickles when we were kids, kept us out of trouble. Yeah, love a good pickle. I'm a huge fan. We have a church here somewhere in this building or downstairs. We have a temple. What is it's cool looking? Something Cloud Mountain. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but we have a ambulance coming. And there it goes. We're actually gonna cross here because we're near where we need to go. I guess I could have taken the sky bridge. Kosher garlic, kosher garlic dill pickles for the win. Wow, that's a good combo. So we got yakiniku, osake, chicken, yakiniku. Yakiniku being grilled meat, burned meats. Remember, children, it's always important to follow the rules of the road and safety signals. Even though majority of the time Osaka people do not. Like this young couple who's walking by me right now and just straight up ignored it. Or these people. We're not in a rush, right? To not be safe. We got a yellow, red, green, or owl, as they say in Japanese, for some horrible, horrible reason. Chicagoans are like that. In NYC, some taxi would just pick you up. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I really, 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 really don't like taxis. I don't like how many of them are, or the how people let them do whatever they want. They are very unsafe a lot of the time. Okay, I guess I should have keep walking because I've completely made a circle. We'll go up to the crosswalk here. Directly in front of us is the Model E building. The Model E building being where the 4K cinema is, and we've been there a lot. Actually, in front of us is the Namba Parks building. Hakken no Hinakugu was the name. Oh, nice. Anybody into fishing? This guy seems to be pretty excited about it. Foreman fishing. Thanks, Clay. I think there are 2 seasons. Oh, okay. That's the name of the show, not a restaurant. Some of these lights seem like they take forever, but being someone who's driven through here, I bet they feel like they last no time at all. Like you just want the light to hurry up and change. Oops, 1 season, 10 episodes. No problem. Woo! I think the chatbot broke because they have not been posting any more weather updates. So I'm gonna go with what it feels right now. The weather in Osaka is partly cloudy with a wind from the southwest at 8 kilometers per hour. Currently, the temperature is 11 degrees Celsius or 51 degrees Fahrenheit. The humidity is around 80%. All right. Can we make it? Can we make it? Hong Kong. Since 1958. I guess it's a Chinese brand of car. I don't know. So this is where I wanted to come. Hello, hello. This is what I wanted to show you guys. Hopefully it will let us stay connected. Right now, here in Osaka, at the end of March, is the Grand Sumo Tournament. This is technically the first Grand Sumo Tournament of the year. And all these different banners are for the different houses or bea where they train and their names. I would have loved to go, but it doesn't start until really late in the afternoon, and you need to buy your tickets pretty early. So you get to return one time. Nikuman 551, Butaman Horai 551. The famous Butaman company here. Oh. So they have some notification right here. Children need tickets from 4 years old. So 4歳上. So bring food and drinks are not allowed. So there's no smoking allowed. You're allowed to re-enter one time. So during the morning time and the afternoon, they will actually have a the younger people, the lower division, will fight, and then they will come back, and then from the afternoon time is when the actual ranking bouts take place. You can buy or pre-order bentos. It's the different champions. So I really know this place because I used to come here to practice kendo. So if you can come, the 3月, that's when you come to Osaka if you want to see sumo. It is very close to Namba. Let's check out yesterday. 16 accidents in Osaka, 0 fatalities for adults or children. 14 people were involved, 4 children were involved. We're doing good. Let's keep it up. No fatalities. You can eat the bento while watching. Yes. So you're not supposed to bring food in. Actually, we have a lower class sumo worker going here. They'll actually go around to the back entrance. You'll find a lot of young men who are doing sumo won't have their hair up yet as they have not become a pro. Believe it or not, my children all participated in sumo tournament, like a trial thing, because where I got married, Kishiwada, not Kishiwada, in Sumiyoshi Taikukan, at Sumiyoshi Taisha, at the Taikukan that they have there, the Budokan, the sumo wrestlers actually come to practice and live. And in Sakai City, they have a tournament at the Ohama Sumojo. My son participated a couple times. My daughters have done it. And actually, they placed. And several of the people came up and asked us, like, oh, do you want to join our sumo dojo and become part of our sumo team? And we politely declined. It was not in the cards, but was fun. Is that because speeds are much slower in general? Yeah, there's a lot of showmanship and traditional stuff that goes on with the professionals. So with the underclass people, they'll call them in and they'll say their name, and then they'll call in the other person and they'll fight and then move on to the next person. One of my favorite sumo wrestlers was named Harama Fuji, and he was blind pretty much. Really cute, really nice. Like, weird to describe an adult man as cute, but he was very cute, and he was sponsored by several companies because despite the fact he couldn't see really, he was a great sumo wrestler until he retired, and his sponsorship call time was like 2 minutes. So they'd wave banners around and all this stuff. It was a big show. So the afternoon fights take quite a while. I think there's 13 or 15 fights that take place between 20 something, 30 something fighters. So the afternoon time slows down. There's also a show where the Yokozuna, the highest ranking sumo right now, the grand champion, they will do a dance, and some of the other sumo help them. The Ozeki, the higher ranking. For the longest time, there was actually two Yokozuna, and then one of them retired and kind of got disgraced. Then now it is Hakuho, Mongolian. I actually really enjoy watching the sumo. And we are in Namba. This is where we have started many a stream, and we have checked out the Christmas lights many a times here at the Osaka Illumination up here on top of Namba Parks. But it has been an hour and a half, and that's longer than I typically like to go. I want to say thank you very much, everybody, for joining me on this walk from Umeda to Namba. We made some stops along the way and walk around. Good to know that I can charge and walk at the same time. I have to grab something to eat and get home because my kids will be home soon. If you enjoyed this video and you want to watch more videos about life, living, culture, and just experiences found in Japan, click the subscribe button and watch a video here, and it'll help the channel grow. Until then, I'll see you for the next thing found in Japan. Mata ne!